Hey, this is Ariel Helwani for mmarated.com, being joined by the UFC's welterweight king, George Rush St. Pierre. George, ça va bien?
Ça va très bien, merci.
All right, well, that's the only French I'll be dropping in this interview because, it's a little weak nowadays. But, George, we are in Montreal. We're at the famous TriStar Gym here in Montreal. And just a few months ago, UFC 83, 20,000 plus screaming fans. You redeem yourself and defeat Matt Serra. Was that the greatest moment of your career thus far?
Yeah, the greatest moment of my life so far. It was amazing, a dream come true. And but I have to keep my head straight, and I'm aware of the danger. Right now I am where I was a year ago at my first title defense, and I want to be able to accomplish where I felt last year.
Yeah, after the loss to Matt Serra, which I'm sure is what you're talking about, you've talked openly about going to a sports psychiatrist and dealing with those issues after winning the belt. Are you still dealing with that stuff, or is that kind of the mental part of the game? Have you sort of conquered it at this point?
Oh, well, I conquered it, but you know what? A lot of stuff happened. I'm a different guy than I was a year ago. I'm young, but I'm very mature right now. I had a lot of experience, a lot of bad experience. It made me grow up a lot. And I'm the kind of person who never makes a mistake twice. So I look forward to my next fight.
You mentioned that in Las Vegas, people know who you are better than in Montreal. I'm sure after that fight, things have changed a little for you, right?
Yeah, it has changed, but it's surprising because all the tickets sell, they've been sold mostly outside of Quebec. So because the UFC fan club bought a lot of tickets, and most of the people who bought it they were Canadian, but from outside of Quebec. So I'm sure if they come back, they're gonna they could fill the Olympic Stadium. I'm pretty sure. No.
Have they ever talked? Because Dana White has sort of mentioned that the next time maybe they should book a bigger arena. Have they talked to you about that? About coming back and maybe running the Olympic Stadium?
They haven't talked to me about it, but I'm sure it would be great. I think it's Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard filled up the Olympic Stadium last time, so
no mas.
It would be an honor for me to try to do it again, and I'm sure we will be successful.
Well, I'm sure that would be the second biggest moment of your career if that happens. Let's talk about the business at hand. UFC 87 coming up in August 9th. You against John Fitch, and John is on a roll right now. 15 victories in a row. If he wins one more, he breaks the record. But obviously, this is a guy who's a true mixed martial artist, great at all different facets of the game. What are you expecting from him come August 9th?
Well, he's good everywhere. Yeah, he's very well-rounded. He's the best guy that I've fought so far. I've been training really hard. I go through the best training camp of my career. I fight guys like fresh guy all the time, with very high-level guys like Dennis Kang, David Loiseau, Nathan Marquardt, Rashad Evans. I have the best training partner in the game, Tom Murphy, and so many, Patrick Cote. So training with those guys, and then after, it's like I'm fighting a John Fitch every round, you know what I mean? So, I train myself to fight an army, not to fight a single guy, because I'm fighting fresh guy all the time. So I'm ready. One guy won't break me, never.
You say that he's the toughest opponent. You think even tougher than Matt Hughes, BJ Penn, those guys that you fought in the past?
It's a different. He bring on the table a different problem than those guys. He's got different tools, different style. But I truly believe that I will be able to solve the problem.
What do you think that problem is, if you can sort of share it with us?
He's very well-rounded. He's a great wrestler, black belt, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and also a great standing up as well. He's very good everywhere. So I'm going to have to be smart and fight my fight. I do have a strategy coming into that fight, but it's like when you play card, you don't want to show your hand. But you can be sure that I have a game plan, and I will execute it.
Are you doing anything differently this time for your second time going around for a title defense? Obviously, the title defense against Matt Serra didn't really go as planned. Anything that you have to do differently now that you're the champion, and it's always a little tougher to defend that title again for the first time?
Oh, well, you know what? I've been doing a lot of stuff differently. Just my preparation. I really train really hard, and I focus more on training than doing PR stuff. I'm nominated for the SPY award, and I don't even go. It would be a great moment in my career, but I have to keep the main thing, and the main thing is to stay champion August 9. So I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna send a video if I win. Thank you very much, but I'm not gonna go because it's my career first, and then after it's the all the stuff on the side. But I have to keep the most important thing in mind.
That's pretty impressive. Were you surprised when you heard that you were nominated for an SB award, though?
I was, but it's a great honor for me to be nominated, and also not only to be nominated in the SPY, to be also nominated as a mixed martial art artist for the sport. And I think it's great to see that MMA now it's known as a legitimate sport, as much as football, soccer, boxing. So it's great.
All right, well, let me quickly ask you, your last 3 fights prior to this one, you had Josh Koscheck, then you had Matt Hughes, then you had Matt Serra. Those fights, there was a lot of trash talk, a lot of beef between you guys, but John Fitch is a very calm fellow. He's not talking trash, very respectful of you. Is it harder to get up for a fight like that as opposed to one where there's a lot of trash talking going on from both sides?
Not at all. I don't mind if he's nice or not. My job August 9 will be to destroy my opponent, and I will be there to destroy John Fitch. So it's not a question of being nice or not. It's a job. We're two professionals, and after the fight, we'll shake each other's hand. But he's not gonna be my friend when I'm gonna fight him.
We've heard recently from BJ Penn saying that he wants a shot at you, perhaps on the New Year's Eve show coming up at the end of the year. Is that something that you're interested in?
I'm not afraid of nobody in the sport. I have a lot of challenge right now. BJ Penn, Thiago Alves, there's so many people who want to fight me. It's normal. I'm the target. I got the belt. But I'm prepared I'm well prepared for everybody. I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm not that chicken. I don't want to duck nobody. Everybody is welcome to. Everybody who deserves a title shot is welcome to come. And I'm not afraid. I'm up to any challenge.
BJ has said that that is the one fight that he wants more than any fight in the world. Do you think that, you obviously beat him the first time around. Do you think that you are now going to see a different BJ Penn once you guys, obviously it's going to happen at some point once you guys eventually meet?
Yeah, it's a different BJ Penn, but it's a way different GSP as well. So look forward to it.
All right, final question. I have to ask you this just because I'm a red-blooded male. There are rumors online. Are you dating Mandy Moore?
Yes, we're married and we're waiting for a kids. No, it's not true. No, it's not true. It's all rumors. She came in Montreal for the UFC, but she's always there, and people was making stories about it. But I met her once. It's before my fight, before one of my fights. I think it's Josh Kosh. I met her in the locker room. Dana White introduced me to her. I shook her hand, but before a fight, you don't think about that stuff. You're focusing on fighting. So I didn't even realize it was her, I know who she is. She's a great actress, as a matter of fact, but I was so much into my zone, But no, it's all rumors to sell magazine,
All right, well, there you have it. George St. Pierre is not dating Mandy Moore. Would you like to, though?
She have a boyfriend, and no, that's
all right.
You know what I mean? It's a rumor, so.
All right, well, it's not true, but one thing we know is true. August 9th, UFC 87, George Rush St. Pierre against John Fitch for the UFC welterweight title. Bonne chance, George.
Merci, thank you.